on Beerus planet. It was Goku who brought Goten there, believing that his youngest son could go even further than he himself had. From that day, Goten began to feel a strange thirst burning inside him, an overwhelming desire to reach the state of Ultra Instinct that he had only heard about in stories. Goten stood in the vast training arena, while Whis twirled his staff lightly and said, "When your father asked me to train you, it wasn't because of your current strength, but because you are a hybrid. Hybrids always evolve faster than pure-blooded scions, and that might grant you a chance to touch instinct." Without hesitation, Goten unleashed his power. His body ignited in fiery red, Super Saiyan God. Heat surged through him as though his body were burning alive. Whis raised an eyebrow slightly and remarked calmly, "So, you've reached the royal power, but you don't yet understand what this means." He stepped closer and spoke in a low, secretive tone. "This power is not just a transformation, it is a gate. Whoever touches it begins to glimpse the secrets of the gods themselves." Goten clenched his fists with excitement. "Then that's what I want. I want to reach instinct." Whis chuckled softly, tapping his staff. "Don't be impatient. The road ahead is far longer than you imagine." Goten raised his energy again. His red aura blazed brighter until it burst into blue, Super Saiyan Blue. The ground trembled beneath him, the space around him distorted. But Whis stood unmoved, as if nothing was remarkable. He said simply, "Good, but remember, red or blue, these are only beginnings." And so, Whis declared the start of true training. His movements blurred like flashes of light, attacking Goten mercilessly, forcing him past his limits. Sweat poured down Goten's face, his body screamed in pain, yet he rose each time, stronger than before. Nearby, Beerus slept soundly, completely unaware. Then suddenly, Whis leaned close to Goten's ear and whispered seriously for the first time, "Remember this well. Beerus must not know what you've reached. You have touched a power you should never let him see, the power of the gods." Goten's eyes widened in shock, his thirst for hidden knowledge only growing. What began now would not just be training, it would be a test that would shake everything he knew about himself. The battle continued. Whis danced around him lightly, deliberately holding back to give Goten chances to push himself. Goten fought with all his heart, kicks, strikes, gasps of exhaustion, but never yielding. With each blow, he learned, adapted, evolved. Then suddenly, gathering all his energy into his hands, Goten roared. A violent blue blast erupted with unexpected force. In an instant, Whis vanished, smiling as he let the attack go astray. But the beam's target was far worse than Goten imagined. It tore toward the massive window leading into the chamber where Beerus slept. Goten's heart stopped as the explosion shook the place. Too late, he realized what he had done. Beerus' eyes opened slowly. He rose, his aura blazing purple with fury. His deep voice thundered, "Who dares disturb my sleep?" He appeared before Goten, who now stood transformed in a new form Beerus had never seen. The god of destruction raised an eyebrow in surprise. "What is this transformation? Whis, did you hide something from me?" Whis stepped forward calmly, trying to ease the tension. "It's merely a result of training." Goten touched the essence of the god's power, something I did not expect so soon. But Beerus' face darkened, his voice sharp with anger. "The god's power? And you kept it from me? Do you mean to threaten my place, Whis?" In a flash, Beerus struck. His blow sent Goten crashing into the ground, his form collapsing, his breath ragged and eyes brimming with pain. Beerus looked down with disdain. "Pathetic. Training ends here. There's no place for children on my planet, and Goku will pay the price for bringing you." Whis tried to defend him. "My lord Beerus, please, he's only just begun. If you would grant him—" "Silence, Whis!" Beerus roared. "You will never bring him here again. That is my order." Tears blurred Goten's vision as he lay broken on the ground. His dream shattered before his eyes. Ultra Instinct, the very thing he longed for, was now sealed away from him by a power he could not defy. With no choice, Whis returned Goten to Earth. The boy was silent, head lowered. Goku and Vegeta were training fiercely when Whis arrived. Trunks sat nearby watching, eyes wide with awe. Goku stopped when he saw Whis and his son. Surprise washed over him. "Whis, what are you doing here? And where's Goten been?" Whis explained coldly. Lord Beerus forbids any training for him on his planet. He even threatened punishment for you, Goku, for bringing him. Goku froze. Vegeta smirked mockingly. As expected, the boy tried to play in the big leagues and got himself thrown out. Trunks raised his chin proudly and sneered. I've already surpassed what Goten could do, and I didn't even anger Lord Beerus. Their words cut deep into Goten's heart. He bit his lip, struggling to hold back tears. But Goku rested a warm hand on his son's head, smiling gently. Don't listen to them. You will reach your goal, Goten. I believe in you. Despite his sorrow, Goten smiled faintly. Vegeta scoffed. As always, filling your son's head with empty promises. But Goku ignored him. He walked away with Goten, leaving Vegeta and Trunks behind. In Goten's heart, pain mixed with hope, a dream that had not yet died, even if it seemed far away. Back on Beerus planet, Whis tried to reason with his master. Why not allow mortals of your universe to grow? Goten, for example, could surpass even what we imagined. Beerus smirked darkly. If I let them evolve, they'll threaten my position. Goku already has favor with Zeno. He, or his son, could be chosen for a high seat, and I'd be cast aside. I will not risk it. Whis fell silent. He knew Beerus' mind could not be changed. Meanwhile, on Earth, under the bright morning sun, Goku and Goten began their secret training, far from all eyes. The first mission, master the red form, push it to its limit. During the harsh sessions, Goku revealed secrets Goten had never heard. The truth of instinct, the limits of energy, the importance of control before raw power. Each mistake brought punishment, pain on both body and spirit, but always with Goku's stern reminder. Endure. This is only the beginning. From afar, Trunks watched silently, torn between awe and jealousy. He saw Goten endure, fight, bleed, and rise again, step by step learning the path to greatness. By evening, Goten collapsed on the ground, body drained, nearly broken. Goku knelt beside him, placed a senzu bean in his hand, and embraced him warmly. Tomorrow we continue. Don't give up, Goten. This path is long, but it will take you further than you could ever imagine. The next morning, Vegeta received a letter from his son Trunks, recounting everything that had happened the previous night with Goten and Goku. Vegeta smirked with contempt and said loudly, "Don't concern yourself, just remember, your father, Prince Vegeta, is the greatest warrior in the universe. And Kakarot? He'll fall. He only dreams." He laughed several times to himself. Meanwhile, in the same training ground, Goku and Goten continued their training, this time in the blue form. Goten seemed more spirited, more resilient, trying with all his strength to match his father's power. Goku decided to raise the intensity, pressing him without mercy. Every strike, every movement revealed new secrets to Goten about his own limits, teaching him how to balance energy, speed, and endurance. As time passed, the difficulty grew heavier. Goten's breath quickened, his body burned with energy as if about to explode. He nearly gave in, until Goku's words pulled him back. "Don't quit, Goten. This pain is your path. Every moment of weakness brings you closer to true strength." Goten staggered on the verge of collapse, but Goku caught him by the shoulders, smiling faintly. "Remember, this road is long, but it will take you further than you can imagine. Keep going." And so the days passed. Each one sharpened Goten's skills, revealed more of the mysteries of instinct, and pushed his body to new limits. At the same time, Vegeta was training with Trunks inside Bulma's gravity chamber. Trunks had already achieved blue long ago, and the chamber's crushing pull drove both of them to their edge. Vegeta sneered proudly. "Kakarot? That fool relies on useless techniques. Nothing surpasses raw training under gravity, speed, pressure, pain. This is the true path to power." Trunks watched in awe and admiration, enduring his father's merciless regimen. Slowly, he too began to grasp the meaning of real training, far from Goku's illusions and old-fashioned methods. One day, Goku stood in front of Goten and said calmly, "Watch me closely." In an instant, he ascended into Ultra Instinct. A divine aura blazed around him, his body glowing with a light deeper and fiercer than any form before. He looked at his son. "My advice, let your body relax. Don't force your mind. Release yourself completely. Goten closed his eyes and tried, but his thoughts wouldn't stop flooding in. He lost focus. Suddenly, Goku struck him across the face. You're still thinking. I said relax. The sting burned, but Goten rose immediately, inhaled deeply, and tried again. Goku guided him, explaining, encouraging. Yet each failure turned his father's tone from patient to fierce. To what end are you fighting? Do you want to be my successor? The protector of Earth? Then endure the pain, become stronger. He forced Goten to confront every weakness, every fear, every doubt, driving his body and spirit beyond exhaustion. Goten screamed from the agony. And yet, in the end, he still only reached blue again, drained but sharper, stronger, and with a deeper awareness of the path toward instinct. Then, with a sudden flash of fury, Goku's eyes glowed. He kicked Goten hard, sending him sprawling. You've shamed me. I trusted you, but you're just a child wasting my time. His words cut deeper than any blow. Turning his back, Goku walked away, leaving his son in despair. But before Goten could even breathe, a surge of overwhelming energy erupted from nowhere, crashing into Goku. The ground shook. Goku fell, writhing in pain, as if struck by something unseen. Goten froze, terrified. Rage overwhelmed him. He didn't know where the attack came from, but he knew one thing. He had to act. He focused everything, aiming straight for the incomplete Ultra Instinct. He reached for a power no one had dared touch before. The world blurred, his heart pounded, his aura erupted. On the ground, Goku looked at him weakly, astonished. Goku, my son, you finally did it. But Goten didn't answer. In his heart he screamed, whoever hurt my father, I'll never forgive them. He pushed himself to his feet, blood streaking his face, body trembling from the beating. His vision swam, but the rage fueled him. Then Goku whispered faintly, his breath fading. My son, I don't know what's happening, but take care of Chi-Chi and our friends. I don't think I'll last. I'm proud of you. And with that, Goku lost consciousness. In that instant, Goten's aura exploded, his body ablaze with divine light. For the first time, he touched the true completed Ultra Instinct. The energy rippled outward across Earth. Every being felt it. Vegeta froze mid-punch, his eyes wide. This power, it's like Kakarote's, but different. Trunks, Gohan, Piccolo, everyone trembled as a wave of force swept through them. Even on Beerus' world, the god of destruction stirred, frowning. What is this? A presence that rivals? No, surpasses? For the first time, Beerus felt unease. On Earth, as Goten's power climbed higher than ever before, he stood with newfound clarity. He had reached what he once thought impossible. But then, before he could savor the moment, Whis appeared suddenly, as if he had stepped out of the very air itself. Goten stared at him, realizing only now how quickly Whis had arrived. Whis met his eyes with a calm smile and spoke softly, his voice carrying hidden meaning. My plan has worked out, everything is now as I wanted it to be. Ultra Instinct, thanks to his training and the sight of his father in a critical state, the second episode begins. Goten gazes at Whis with eyes full of confidence, while Whis himself is astonished by the boy's rapid growth. But suddenly, Goten turns toward his father and sees him lying on the ground, his body writhing in pain from a mysterious blow. Tears well in his eyes, his voice trembles. Then suddenly, he explodes with a piercing scream, unleashing his rage fused with perfected Ultra Instinct. Existence itself trembles around him. His energy surges in terrifying waves, shaking both earth and sky. Even Whis finds no chance to explain that he is behind what is happening. Goten continues screaming, his aura expanding with each moment, radiating waves so overwhelming that everyone can feel them. On Earth, his friends freeze in place, their eyes wide in shock. Each of them reacts in disbelief, but none more than Vegeta, whose heart is consumed by a tangled mix of fear and curiosity. He mutters to himself, impossible! Could that child have truly reached Ultra Instinct? On Beerus's planet, the god of destruction shifts uncomfortably in his seat. What is this strange sensation? Whis has betrayed me. Did he go to finish training that child? And in Zeno's palace, Goten's energy reaches even there. The Grand Priest senses it and raises his head seriously for a moment. But when Zeno innocently asks, "What's that?" he answers with a dismissive smile. "Nothing, just a passing tremor." Back on Earth, the friends finally arrive at Goten's location. Light engulfs him entirely, his perfected aura blazing like a newborn sun that cannot be extinguished. They all stand stunned. Vegeta in particular is frozen, his face pale as he mutters to himself. "Impossible! Goten, he reached Ultra Instinct before me? How could this happen?" The others are no less shaken. Gohan gasps. "No way, this isn't normal energy, it's just like what Dad did." Piccolo furrows his brows. "He's changed. I can't read his energy anymore. This is something entirely different." Krillin begins sweating as he looks from Goten to Goku's battered body. "Goten, what's happening? Can you hear me?" But Goten does not answer, nor even acknowledge them. His eyes are locked solely on Whis, staring with strange confidence, as though sharing a secret hidden from everyone else. Unable to bear his silence, Gohan steps forward and shouts, "Whis, what happened here? What happened to my father?" Whis slowly turns, smiling calmly as always, and replies, "Stay calm, there's no time to explain now. Something big is about to happen." Vegeta continues staring between Goten and Goku, bitterness gnawing at him like never before. A lump forms in his throat. "That kid, he has achieved what I've chased for years, right before my eyes." And Kakarot lies broken on the ground. What happened here? Suddenly, Goten raises his finger toward Whis. A deadly silence spreads across the battlefield. Even Whis widens his eyes slightly, something he almost never does. The friends freeze, unable to grasp what the boy intends, but Goten stands firm, finger pointed, his eyes unblinking, radiating boundless confidence. In less than the blink of an eye, Goten vanishes, only to appear before Whis, mere centimeters away. Everyone is stunned. Even Vegeta cannot comprehend what just happened. Whis himself thinks as he stares at the boy before him. Impossible! This speed, it far surpasses Goku's even in Ultra Instinct. Before he can recover, Goten charges his fist and drives it directly at Whis' face. The force is shocking, so much that Whis himself doesn't evade in time. His head jerks back for a moment under the impact. The friends cry out together, "Impossible!" He hit Whis. Whis wipes the spot of the strike with his hand, then speaks with an uncharacteristically cautious calm. "So, you're trying to use me as a test for your new power? Very well then." He lifts his hand slowly and adds, "I'll use just 10%. In an instant, Whis unleashes a blinding surge of energy, an attack too fast for the eye to follow. But Goten blocks it effortlessly with a single finger. Calmly, without effort, the words fall from everyone's lips in disbelief. Even Vegeta cannot shout. His eyes tremble as he whispers to himself, "This child, he's surpassed even the level of angels?" Whis narrows his eyes slightly, for the first time showing true seriousness, and says, "It seems what comes next will be far more dangerous than I expected. Very well, let's raise it to 20%. In a single instant, Whis vanished completely, and a dazzling aura burst forth, filling the battlefield. Everyone was stunned by the sheer speed, but the true shock was that Goten had vanished as well. Nothing remained in the arena but the terrifying echoes of violent collisions reverberating in every direction. Their strikes clashed at unimaginable speed, shattering the ground beneath them and tearing the sky apart with blinding flashes. The others could see nothing but flickers of light. "Piccolo, I can't see anything. They're disappearing and reappearing in fractions of a second." Vegeta, shaken, thinking to himself, "Impossible. This speed, it surpasses even Kakarot and the angels." Suddenly, Goten appeared right behind Whis and slammed him with a brutal punch. Whis crashed into the ground with colossal force, shaking the entire planet. Dust shot into the air. Silence fell over the battlefield. Gohan, shocked as he tries to make sense of it all. Goten's power. This isn't just training or luck. Maybe what happened to our father triggered this emotional surge inside him. Meanwhile, Krillin rushed toward Goku, quickly gave him a senzu bean, and slowly, Goku's breathing began to return. Though still exhausted, he managed a faint smile as he looked at his son through the smoke. With a weak, raspy voice, he said to Krillin, "Look at him, he's stronger than me now. I'm proud of him." While this unfolded, Goten walked slowly, confidently toward Whis. Each step he took sent crushing pressure rippling outward, as though the world itself grew heavier. Whis rose carefully from the ground, staring at Goten with an expression of rare astonishment. This boy, his power isn't just instinct. It's something beyond instinct itself. In Zeno's palace, Zeno sat on his throne, watching the battle with childlike delight, clapping his small hands in joy. The Grand Priest, however, was the complete opposite. His face grim, his thoughts troubled. What Whis is doing exceeds his boundaries. This is reckless. He was never ordered to push this child's power to such extremes. Moreover, angels are forbidden from fighting. The punishment, Whis, will be severe. Back on Earth, Whis stood before Goten, tightening his grip on his angelic staff. Speaking with rare seriousness, he declared, "I will not exceed 30%, any more might destroy your body. Let's see if you are truly worthy of this power." He suddenly raised his staff, unleashing waves of energy that nearly split the horizon apart. With blinding speed, he lunged and struck at Goten. In less than a heartbeat, Goten disappeared and reappeared behind Whis. No one could understand what had just happened, and suddenly, the staff was no longer in Whis's hand. It was Goten who held it, calmly, effortlessly. Everyone froze in shock. Krillin trembling, "Impossible! Just touching it should crush any living being." Gohan and Piccolo exchanged stunned glances. For the first time in thousands of years, Whis's eyes widened in disbelief. This can't be. The staff weighs millions of tons. No one should be able to lift it. How? But Goten said nothing. He held the staff as though it were nothing more than a feather in his hand. Goku, who had regained full consciousness thanks to the Senzu beam, gazed at his son with tears in his eyes and whispered, "That's the secret of his strength. It isn't just raw power, it's his heart. His emotions unleashed it. I fear this path might consume him. I can't promise the ending will be in his favor." Vegeta turned sharply toward Kakarot, his eyes burning. "So that's it. The damage Kakarot suffered awakened something in the boy. I can't stand watching this." Trunks, who had once mocked Goten, clenched his fists as his thoughts raced. "You really did it, Goten. I mocked you, trusted my father, but your father was wiser than mine after all." Whis, his gaze fixed on the boy holding the staff, spoke in a heavy, warning tone. "That staff, it is no toy, Goten. If you fail to control it, its power will turn against you. My advice, drop it now." But Goten remained utterly silent, only his eyes, burning with cold confidence, locked onto Whis. Then, he attacked. With terrifying precision and overwhelming force, Goten struck with the staff. Whis defended, but for the first time, blood spilled and fatigue showed on his body. Krillin, screaming, "Impossible! Whis is bleeding! Am I dreaming?" Gohan was speechless, while Piccolo narrowed his eyes. The staff, it's amplifying Goten's power to insane levels. This is what threatens the balance. But Goten wasn't listening. Each blow with the staff shook the earth, his raw emotions fueling his strength further. Blood dripping from his mouth, Whis thought to himself, "I never wanted to harm him. That's why I refuse to go beyond 30%, even if that choice makes me the prey of his strength." Then came the decisive moment. Goten slammed Whis to the ground, the staff pointed straight at his chest, as though ready to end the fight. Everyone froze in place. And suddenly, Beerus appeared, brought swiftly by the Supreme Kai. Beerus's voice roared like thunder. "What madness is this? Whis, defeated." He looked upon the injured Whis, then turned his gaze to Goten, whose face was set in stone, his eyes glowing with the brilliance of perfected ultra instinct. Beerus froze for a moment at the horror of what he saw, then his voice trembled as he muttered, "This can't be. This child has reached a level that even threatens my position." Everyone turned to Beerus, waiting for his reaction. Goten remained silent. Slowly he turned toward Beerus. His eyes glowed with the light of perfected instinct. Beerus roared like thunder. "I knew it, Whis. You would betray me. You helped him reach this level behind my back? I will not forgive you, and I will show no mercy to any of you. Even you, Goku, you're to blame. You brought your wicked son into my realm." Goku, struggling to rise, whispered, "Beerus, stop." But suddenly Whis shouted for the first time in a firm tone, "Stay away from him, Beerus. I warn you. Do not come any closer." Everyone froze. Even Beerus widened his eyes in astonishment. "What did you say? You warned me. Have you lost your mind, Whis?" Whis, solemn for the first time, admitted in a trembling voice. "Goten's power has reached approximately 35% of my maximum strength. He is now even superior to Goku in his final forms." Everyone was stunned. Krillin, impossible. 35% of Whis' power. That means he's a monster beyond reason. Gohan in shock. My brother surpassed Dad? Beerus furrowed his brow, rage building within him. You dare say this child threatens me? I am the god of destruction. Whis in a deep voice. You don't understand. His blood boils within him. His emotions now control the instinct. If you approach, he may see you as an enemy, and he may harbor ill intent toward you, which could mean your end, Beerus. A deadly silence fell. Beerus trembled slightly, an emotion he had not known for millions of years, humiliation and the threat of being looked down upon. He clenched his fist and shouted violently, "Impossible! I will not allow my pride to be defeated by a child." Goten's slow steps toward Beerus were like knives piercing his pride. Beerus hesitated. He knew retreat would brand him a coward, and advancing might lead to public humiliation. Cold sweat ran down his brow. He had not felt this since time immemorial. Finally, Beerus shouted at the top of his lungs and charged a devastating destructive energy that filled the sky. "Enough of your games, child." He dashed with faster-than-light speed and struck Goten squarely on the brow. But Goten did not move. The blow glanced off as if it had touched emptiness. Silence fell. All the friends were struck dumb with shock. Even Whis could not believe his eyes. In Zeno's palace, the Daishinkan watched the scene with wide eyes. The corruption has occurred. If I intervene now, Zeno will hold me accountable. If I let this escalate, Universe 7 might collapse entirely. Beerus, face swollen with fury and shame, screamed madly as he unleashed a torrent of violent punches, such speed that the air itself ruptured. But Goten calmly and gracefully evaded them all, as if he were playing. Goku, this is madness. He's dodging the god of destruction's blows like they're nothing. Vegeta's eyes flared with anger and jealousy. Whis stood ready to intervene, but Beerus's thundering command sliced through the air. No one interfere. If anyone intervenes now, I will not hesitate to destroy this entire universe. I want no pity, Whis. His words were harsh and heavy, filled with long-buried contempt. What Beerus did not know was that he stood on the brink of a genuine danger that would overturn the balance. Suddenly, as if the earth itself sighed, Goten surged and struck Beerus, sending him flying until he crashed into a wall and was buried in dust. Goten stood over him, his eyes blazing with aura. He slowly raised his hand, charged with a concentrated, dark energy, and pointed it at Beerus's face. Then, after a long silence, he finally spoke. You were the first obstacle in my path to achieve my dream. Now I will be the first to cut your life's path short forever.
Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
I devour the light from this land.
Initiate retreat!
I only served the abyss for my own ends.
First blood.
Shriek the dark usher in the night for their return.
Request backup. Initiate retreat. Killing spree. Attack the turtle.
Understood.
Attack the turtle.
Understood.
Request backup. Okay. Ult is not ready.
Enemy breach level 4.
Attack the turtle.
Understood.
An ally has slain the turtle. Mega kill.
No one escapes my
Initiate retreat.
tremble. Scurry and hide. The shadows are coming for you.
Request backup. Initiate retreat.
When night comes, these deadly stingers are out for blood.
Launch attack.
Understood.
Request backup.
Last thing they'll
Launch
ever
attack. Ult is ready. Ult is not ready.
begins.
Launch attack. Initiate retreat.
Feel the sting.
Attack the turtle.
Reborn in shadow.
Launch attack. Slain the turtle.
And witness the end of times.
Request initiate retreat. Slain an enemy. An ally has been slain. Launch attack.
I am free. Darkness I stole.
Slain an enemy. Your team destroyed the turret. Turtle Slayer. Initiate retreat. Launch attack. Initiate retreat.
I'll be the last thing they'll ever see.
Initiate retreat.
Stage. All things end in the night.
An enemy has been slain. Initiate retreat. Your team destroyed the turret. Backup. Request backup. Okay. Initiate retreat. Launch attack. Mega kill. Has been slain. Ally has been slain. Launch attack.
Reborn in shadow.
Initiate retreat. Attack the Lord. Okay. Our turret. Attack the Lord.
The night.
Ally has been shut down.
Next.
Battle spell is ready. Thank you. Slain an enemy.
Just culling the weak.
Ally has launch attack. Follow Lord. An ally has been slain. Our turret is under attack.
Feel the sting.
Initiate retreat. Ally has been slain. Initiate retreat. Your team destroyed the turret. You destroyed the turret.
Look upon me and witness the time.
Clear up lanes. Kill.
Next.
Launch attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
Sting.
thinking?
Look upon me and witness the end of times.
Launch attack!